Hey guys, Tam's here. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I do weekly planning in my Hobonichi Techo Cousin planner. When you get a Hobonichi like this, every week of the year has a weekly spread. Now, this isn't necessarily bullet journal related, but I have found great success in weekly planning over the years because I like to do a lot of what's called batch planning throughout the week. But before we get started, I'm going to share with you what I normally do when I sit down to do my weekly planning. So I usually do this on Sundays, Sunday afternoons. It's fun to kind of relax, look back over the week. I usually write a weekly review on another page. And also, if you remember, I shared with you my monthly goals in another video, and I'll link that if you haven't seen this. And I also like to look through and see if I accomplished anything on my goals list during the past week. So actually I did a community serve day on Saturday of this week, and I did coffee duty at church this week. We also went to one board game night, and if I have any photos, I'll pop them in here so that you can see this is real life stuff. So I'm not going to put a full X on this. I'm just going to put half the X. And I also did one of the 4 automated processes that I wanted to do for this month. So I'm not going to mark that yet, but yeah, so you get an idea. So then I flip to my week ahead. I quickly look back at the previous week and look at my to-dos to see if there was anything I did not accomplish last week, but I got all of that done. So let's get started. Now, you guys know that I have a certain daily morning routine, which I've already shared with you in a video. I'll link it somewhere in here if you have not seen it. So essentially, I'm going to block off 6:30 to 10, Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday, and I'll tell you why for that, but I'm going to block it off here and here and here. So this is, I'm just going to put, I know I'm going to use most of this time doing my morning routines, and you've seen a great example of all that I get accomplished during that time. So let's just go ahead, and this is an example of, you know, kind of batching things out. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out any known appointments that I have. So on Wednesday mornings from about 7 to 9, I block out my group. I meet with a group of ladies on Wednesday mornings. They are a small group, and so I'm going to block that out there. I also know that at 10 o'clock on Tuesday, I have a meeting with someone I am going to be collaborating on about a video. So I'm going to mark that and put their initials. All right, I also have a hair appointment scheduled for Saturday. So I'm going to block off 2 hours because it usually takes a while to get that done. I have a lot of hair. And we also have another game night plan for this month. So I am going to block out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 6, we're usually there from 6 to 9. And I'm going to put game night here. And I don't know if you can see on here, but along here, there's like the hour of the day, so you can kind of do some blocks there. Okay, I also have on Wednesday afternoon, I have a lunch scheduled. So I'm gonna block that off, like a meeting lunch, if you will. And then let's go through the week, shall we? So I have a theme, a work theme for each weekday of the week. So Mondays, I'm just gonna write up here so that you can tell. These are marketing days, and I'll tell you what I do with that shortly. Tuesdays, I call product development days. And then Wednesdays and Thursdays, I like to try to have any meetings on those days if I can, but I'm flexible. But we'll just put client focus on those days. And then Fridays, that's when I leave a little flexibility in my week in case something happens. I don't plan out every single moment, but I do block off time for certain things to happen. So on Fridays, I do like to do a little professional development. So I'm gonna put that up there. All right, so let's start blocking off my days. So I usually mark out lunchtime, a little time for lunch most days. Take a little break. I don't usually take the full hour, but I stop, get something to eat. I might do a little walk around the block, something like that, depending on the weather. All right, so basically till about 5:30, I want to block off my my day. So that's here. Go ahead and block that in. And this is just, we're gonna call it focus time. I'm gonna leave them blank, but this is where I really get a lot of hard stuff done. This is what I like to call deep work or focus work. And I like to do the most important things earlier in the mornings, if you will, and then leave the easier things for the afternoon. Doesn't always work out like that, but that's kind of how I structure my week. So now we're going to come over on the to-dos, and a lot of this ties back to my goals that I set for the month. So for instance, Marketing Mondays, this is when I do a lot of filming. So I know I've got to do my Vlogtober content this week. And what I usually do on Mondays, a lot of my Vlogtober stuff, I have like a 2-day buffer, meaning by the time you see this, it might be a day old or 2 days old. So I'm always got a couple things in the hopper in case something happens or there's a day where I cannot finish a video, what have you. So I'll be working on Vlogtober content throughout the week, but what I like to do on Mondays is double check my content calendar, double check my plan, and have an idea of what I'm filming every day. All right, so I know I'm gonna do a lot of Vlogtober content on this Monday. I also try to do an Instagram post. I don't have to do any marketing for any kind of class coming up yet. I've already got a reel out there that's about an October class I'm teaching, and I've checked in on all of that, and I've already got some people signing up for that. I may do a little like reminder or something in an Instagram story for people, but for the most part, I don't have to worry about that this week. Okay, so and then under product development and process automation, I want to have at least one done a week. So I am planning to work on something particular this week that I already have in mind. So I'm going to write down my process automation, and that's something that I can work on in the afternoon on Tuesday. So we also we're going to get my second game night in. I think I shared with you in my monthly goals that I try to do at least 2 game nights a month with Bill, and I know that there's going to be other days in the Fridays in the month that we're not going to have it, so I wanted to go ahead and knock that out as early as I could, and that way that would leave me some flexibility in the week. Oh, and another thing that I want to do for my product development this week is I am working on something that's codenamed Advent Project, because it's something for you guys, the viewers, to have available to you later on in November. So I'm gonna just mark Advent Project. And what that usually means is that on Tuesday, during this time here, because I do have a meeting, that's not normal, but I do have a meeting that morning, and then in the afternoon I will focus on my process automation and also working on my Advent project. So I'll have about 4 hours in the afternoon, and I will dedicate probably 2 hours to each, set a timer, knock them out, that sort of thing. So for self-care, I am planning to get a hair appointment. This is going to be one of those that lasts a long time, because I'm getting my hair streaks and color streaks done, and all of the fun things that we ladies like to do. So for self-care, I've got a hair appointment this week. All right, that's kind of the gist of what my week is going to look like. You can see all these empty blocks. Basically, those are for work. Those are the times I have dedicated for work at this point right now. And then that just kind of helps me look at the week and get a good glance at what I'm working on, and making sure I'm trying to use my time as best as I can for the week. I've purposely left Sunday blank, because Sunday is for me a day of rest. I don't like to plan too much for Sunday. I just like to let things happen as they happen. I do a Sunday reset a lot of times. I do my weekly planning on Sundays, and I will also tonight I will do my Monday planning, but I'll share all that with you when I share how I do daily planning. Sundays usually we take it easy. I like to cook like a big roast dinner. Sometimes I bake something. Sometimes I play in my studio with some of my hobby, like crafting or fountain pens or letter writing or things like that. That's when I let myself play with all of that out there. So anyway, hope that gives you a good idea of how I do my weekly planning, and I hope this helps you to maybe consider how it may help you. See you in the next video. Bye.